Due to the graphic nature of this story, listener discretion is advised. Tickets, please. A group of best friends catch a train from Blacktown to Parramatta, dressed in their best denim and tough guy boots, outrageous hair. Some had studded leather belts, and the coolest of the lot had earrings. It was Saturday, back in the day when there was a healthy respect for authority. I mean, sure, youths being youthful would still talk it up to each other about bucking the system and rebelling, but fear of consequences still curtailed their behaviour and kept things to slightly above cheeky. They were good kids. Talking back to police, security guards, or any authority figure for that matter, was something only the Housing Commission kids did. The gronks, the unwashed, the inbred, the ferals, the public school kids. This was their reality, and it was known. You could spot ferals a mile away. They'd usually send one of their scantily clad girlfriends up to ask for a smoke, while sneaking around and pulling knives out from behind. Amongst other things, this had the social impact of all scantily clad girls becoming mistrusted, because if you saw one, it invariably meant that the knife-wielding bandits weren't too far behind, laying in wait. There was a lot to navigate, especially on a Saturday afternoon or evening, when it seemed like the whole world was converging on one venue to listen to heavy metal and gawk at the girls with the black lipstick, torn fishnet stockings, tartan skirts, Doc Marten boots, and eyebrow rings. And the white girls with dreadlocks and hairy legs were there too, but everyone was too scared to go near them. The mood was always high. Saturday afternoons seemed like a party waiting to happen, and the banter amongst the group on the train ride in was always lively. That's why they didn't hear the first call. They were the only ones in the lower level of the carriage that could seat 60. They had moved two of the bigger seats to face each other for the conversation. You could always hear when a person left or entered a carriage from the noise of the rushing wind and steel rhythmic clanking of the tracks that filled your ears when the adjoining door was opened. But their conversation must have been too robust this day, because all they heard was a deep voice call for tickets, please, from the middle level at the end of the car. Now, after 5 p.m. on a Saturday, they knew there was no ticket inspectors at their destination, so none of them had a valid ticket. It was a way of saving $3.50, the price of a full-strength beer, and to feel like a rebel. There had never been a ticket collector on the Saturday Arvo train before, ever. So when they heard the voice bellow again, "Tickets, please," they became silent and listened as the slow, deliberate footsteps walked up the stairs to the top level and slowly made their way along the carriage. They quickly pulled their backrests to face away from the expected appearance of the ticket collector and crouched down. From the stairwell, the carriage would look empty. Footsteps, deliberate, resounding down the far end stairs, to the middle level. 4, 3, 2, 1, and then nothing. Was he waiting? They knew there was another 4 steps down to their level, so the ticket collector must still be in the middle level, waiting at the sliding doors to leave at the next stop or something. But they were wrong. The ticket collector had used the handrails to lower himself silently down the stairs and was now standing in the lower level of the carriage, with the seats facing away from him, and let out a very forceful, "Tickets, please." The 5 boys, still crouching out of sight, popped their heads out like meerkats to see a sight that would stay with them for a very long time indeed. The ticket collector wasn't a ticket collector at all. The man in the carriage was a homeless wino, wearing old, unlaced, mismatched army boots, stitched together Hessian potato sacks in the fashion of a robe or an overcoat, being held wide open. A pirate's hat made out of newspaper, and nothing else. He looked very much like a tortured Jesus or a starving prisoner of war. The ticket collector thought it was hilarious, mumbling, giggling. His blackened grin opened broadly as he made eye contact with the boys. "Tickets, please."